Hey everybody, and I hope you're all ready for today's SAT Math tip of the day. So here we are looking at an example that is predominantly focused on knowing how to work with the properties of exponents. You cover properties of exponents in Algebra 1, and then it is touched on again. You'll see it come up in geometry when you use exponents in expressions to describe unknown angles or sides, and then you are heavy into it into Algebra 2. So let's read the question. It says, if a to the 2/3 power is equal to b. Now, maybe you didn't do a lot of exponents that had fractions. However, if you know the rules are the rules, and that's it. It doesn't matter if it's a fraction this time or not. So don't panic. You'll be okay. Calculator section or not. We'll do this without a calculator. If a to the 2/3 equals b, what does a to the 4th equal in terms of b? A lot of people are afraid of the phrase in terms of. That just means give me your answer in English, give me your answer in Greek, give me your answer in b. Like b should be in your answer. Don't overanalyze that statement. Okay, so this is going to be similar to other examples that we looked at. So what I want to do is I want to manipulate what it is I have already until it looks like what I want it to look like. So I already know a to the 2/3 is equal to b. But I want to know, oh, that's too dark. I want to know about a to the 4th power. So what I want to do is, let's do it in layers. I'm going to raise both sides to a power. You can't divide both sides by a to something, because then you're going to have a over here. You can't, add something to your exponents. That's not how they work. You have to apply a function operation to both sides. So we're going to go ahead and raise both sides to the 3rd power. Now, why am I going to do that? Well, it comes in really handy. If you know the rule for power of a power, when you raise something to a power and then raise that to a power on the outside of parentheses like this, the rule is for your exponents that you're going to do multiplication. Now, please don't be a person that tells me 6/3 for the next step. Worse, 6/9. You're going right to math jail for that. This is a 3/1. I'm not going to waste my time with this 6/3 baby nonsense. We don't need this. The reason you did this is because that 3 and that 3 can reduce. And then once they reduce on this left side of the equal sign, I'm left with a to the 2nd equals b to the 3rd. So I'm one step closer to my goal. I want to know about a to the 4th power. Could I have done this all in one step? Absolutely. But I'm just breaking it down for everybody so that we're being fair, so everyone understands. So now I'm going to raise both sides to the 2nd power, because again, when you do power of a power, you multiply your exponents. So I'm going to raise both sides to the 2nd power. Over here, I get a to the 4th. Some people might get accidentally lucky and forget that they multiplied 2 and 2 to get 4, and they're going to accidentally add 2 and 2 to get 4. Well, why is that bad? That's bad because they're going to accidentally maybe write b to the 5th over here, which is of course a choice, because why not? They're going to think like, oh, I'm going to add my powers, but stop. Think about it. You multiply. And that right there is b to the 6th. So the answer to this question would be D, b to the 6th power. Now, just to go over property of exponents, if you forget the rules for any reason, if you have something like x² times x³ and you don't remember if this is the case where you add or multiply, just go back to basics. What does x² mean? It means x times x. And what are we multiplying it by? X to the 3rd. And what does that mean? X times x times x. So what is it that we're left with? Well, x to the 5th. Therefore, that's a 5. Therefore, it must follow that we add the powers in that situation. Similarly, if you have x to the 2nd to the 3rd, back to basics, what does that mean? It means x² times x² times x², which means x times x times x times x times x times x. So what does that mean? Those are all invisible ones. I hope we know. We add them all up and it's x to the 6th. That means you multiply your powers there. So there's always a way to dig it out of your memory as long as you've done it before. If you've never done it and you've only halfway watched me or your teacher or whoever do that, you're probably not going to be able to bust that out as like a handy dandy skill. So please pause, take a moment, do that yourself now, put it into your memories, your brain storage, and you'd be surprised when you bust things out when you most need them. All right. So that's the end of this example. I hope you're feeling smarter. Thumbs up if you feel smarter. Thumbs up for Dallas. He's very proud of you. Yay, good job. Thumbs down if you hate it and you hate everything and you're cranky. Click through for another video or go to the playlist. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Adios.